So I just thought I'd come on here for a second and go over some of the stuff that's actually going on. So that I'm sure that you all have your eyes open and actually understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, calling for this velvet revolution. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you are probably in the dark. The Velvet Revolution is a resistance against the New World Order, and we are going to be boycotting anything non-essential between October 3rd and November 3rd. This is called the Velvet Revolution, and I'm calling those of us who are doing this the 12%ers, the black sheep, the lions. I'm calling us the resistance fighters, because that's what we're doing. We're fighting, we're resisting, we're doing what needs to be done, and hopefully there's enough of us, I don't know. But I need to explain some things, because a lot of you have no idea just what's going down, everything that's going down. So there are military encampments being set up at Walmarts across the United States. Ask yourself why that's happening. There are rumors that they are planning some sort of roundup for FEMA camps. They are displacing, I don't know how many, hundreds of thousands of people with storms, with earthquakes, with volcanoes, fires everywhere. I don't know if you guys have seen the maps of the fires around the world, not just here. Maybe you guys should take a look at Africa. Most of Africa is on fire. I honestly, between that, all of that that's going on, and then you've got the QFS system that looks like at the very latest it'll be implemented by December. That's coming up. Hello, Beast system. Hello, green credit scores. Hello, biochip. What else? Let's see. Oh, how about that big beautiful bill in the surveillance state? That's pretty interesting, I think. Maybe you guys should pay attention to that. And the surveillance is not just video surveillance, right? You guys know this? This is facial recognition. This is, they're going to tap into your nanotech, especially if you have had the thing, that thing. Yeah, they're going to tap into that, because those are numbered, by the way. Hope you guys realize that. Every one of those was numbered. Yeah, ought to ask yourself why. There's a bigger reason that they actually wanted to make sure that many people were injected, because there's already nanotech in everybody. There's no purebloods out there. Nanotech exists in everybody at this point. They've been putting it in food. They've been putting it in the stuff they're spraying on us in the skies. They're putting it in the water. They've been putting it in soda since the 90s that I know of, because the CIA came out with that. Your blind faith in the government is misplaced. Your blind faith in Donald Trump is misplaced. Because if you haven't read the Big Beautiful Bill or the Big Beautiful Budget, there is a shit ton of stuff in there that's New World Order. I don't know what I have to say to get through to you guys. The evidence is there if you want to find it. If you take off the blinders, if you realize that yes, your government will lie to you, and does often, and most of the stuff that we know right now has been lies. Most of it. And that's provable. If you open your eyes and you start looking at some of this stuff, looking at the documents. Hell, just today I was watching something and they're talking about Havana syndrome. You guys know what Havana syndrome is? I'm going to tell you. Havana syndrome is the nanotech that's in our body has crossed the blood-brain barrier. That nanotech in your brain will accept signals from your Wi-Fi and the cell phone towers and your phone and your tablet and anything else that you have. It's being projected there. It's microwaving your brain, all right? And they can send signals to your brain. They can make you hallucinate. They can make you do things that you don't want to do. And these are in patents, you guys. This is not just me rattling off shit. There's people complaining of this. And Havana syndrome is becoming more prevalent. And it's generally coming out of the woodwork with people who they want to destabilize. They want to make them look crazy. Okay? And then Trump signs that executive order so that he can legally round up anybody who has a mental disability. And he used the idea that he's cleaning up the streets and getting the homeless off the streets with that plan. I guarantee you, even if he does use it for that, that's not why he implemented it. It's not. He wants to be able to arrest and put people away for talking like we are talking here. To make people like myself and anybody else who sounds like me into some crazy person. What? Really? And we're just gonna cheer for Trump and cheer him on and let this happen. Because no matter who you are, you do not deserve to be locked up randomly because they think that you have some sort of a psychological problem. I think everybody has some sort of psychological problem. Some of us are a little more rational than others, but come on. Like, show me somebody who hasn't had depression. Show me somebody who hasn't had, an episode of bipolar disorder or ADHD. Are they going to start talking about, like dyslexics and ADHD people being too crazy to walk this? I mean, like, this is why they want to lock us down, you guys, because they don't like that they can't control us. All right? What I'm getting at here is that the less that you tolerate and the less you let get by you, and the more that you decide that this is not where you wanted the world to go, that you actually wanted it to be a place where people could live their lives freely without being enslaved. And by the way, this ID thing that they are doing, that's the new system, by the way. So they got, some of you came on and told me, oh yeah, well, the corporation doesn't exist anymore, or the whatever. So when your Strawman Corporation was established and your mom signed the birth certificate and signed you over to a corporation, now they're going to require you to get a new ID. This ID, you can't travel. Apparently, it's very difficult to travel without it. And this ID is going to, is their way of having you sign yourself into their care. Are you aware? Are you paying attention? This ID is the beginning of the surveillance state, okay? So they know where you're traveling. They know when you travel. They've got you in the system, right? You're already in a system, but now with that new ID, you're owned. You're owned by the system. And they just keep slipping one thing after another underneath your nose. And you're just going to keep going. You're just going to keep accepting all of it. Is that what's happening? You're just going to, okay, so the new banking system's going to come in. Oh, I don't have any money if I'm not in that banking system. So I'm just going to compromise and get the bank. Well, then the banking system's like, oh, well, you have to have this chip. I mean, and then they're going to control your money. They're going to tell you where you can spend it, how you can spend it. Well, you've had too much gasoline and your carbon tax just went up. So now you're not paying, you want to travel, you want to take your RV and go on vacation. Well, so sorry, you've already used your gas stipend and you can't go anywhere. Or if you're in a 15-minute city, good luck on that one. Yeah, try and go camping after that. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. They are sneaking things into your nose, making it impossible not to do these things. And you guys know, I mean, especially if you're a Christian, you know what the beast system is. Are you just gonna, you're just gonna slide right in there like a slip and slide, I guess, huh? You're not even gonna pay attention? Because, like, how good of a Christian are you really? If you're not gonna even listen. I hear you guys all, oh yeah, I would sacrifice myself for Christ because, he did it for me. Bullshit. I'm sorry, you guys are thinking about yourselves right now. I'm trying to do something here, and most of you are fighting it. Most of you are fence sitters. Jesus had something to say about fence sitters. You know that, right? Or maybe you are a Christian that hasn't actually read your scripture. Because you guys don't seem to know, other than what other people have told you. I'm just here to warn you. I'm just here to warn you. All the information is there. You just have to find it. You don't have to listen to me at all. You just have to find it.